The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Yellow, set.
Our first carry for the All-Pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ready up. Set, ready, ready.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This now a 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st down at the 46-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Smith catches left side. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Come on, set.
And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Set, cut.
Throwing. Love. That's taken in by Watson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, ready, ready.
They run over center with Benson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Ready?
Love will sneak it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. We're scoreless after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard.
Ready up. Here we go. Red 38. Set.
Going for it. Here's Benson. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Trey Benson, 29 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Eagles 0. Brandon McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now 2nd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Philly. 49 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, hut. Yellow, 43. Set.
A give up the middle. Here's Vincent. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. Hut.
On the give, it's Benson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Down. Striker. 3-3. Black 40. Set. Hut.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 20-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 50. Green. Hut, hut.
Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Ready.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
45. What?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Brown, 70 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. That's caught downfield. It's Golden. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Now Love. Short throw has got Kraft. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready up.
Second down and a yard.
Field flat. Down. 52 blue. 10.
Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Let's go. Smash. 10 black. Ready.
On third down, Ali. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Definitely a hiccup in the operation there, and that is going to come up short, no good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Hut.
Straight ahead they go with Ali. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
45. White. Set. Hut.
Again, it's Ali. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Here we go. Set. Set.
To throw now. Here's Love. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Bond charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Ready. 50. Green. Set.
Here's Love. They'll complete this one to Watson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Love from the gun. He'll try and do this himself. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
21-yard line.
Ready. Ready. Black 40. Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
Okay.
Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Black. 95. Hut.
Again, here comes Benson. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back. Anytime you hear the term an explosive run, most teams I know define that as any run over 10 yards, and they got that and more. How about a lot of credit for the big guys up front? That offensive line firing out, creating plenty of space, and a big run ensued.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. They've done a pretty good job containing him up until this drive, and until that run, there was no containing him at all.
Yeah, you're right about that. He finally popped free. But we didn't have to be in their practice sessions. We didn't have to be in their meeting rooms. They planned for a run like that to happen, maybe a couple of them. But what did they tell their guys all week? You know what they said. Move on to the next play. That one just happened. Let it go.
Lots of screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, fourth quarter, as the kick is away here. And he returns this to the 22.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Now he's going to step up and run. And this is going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Oh, partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Don't touch.
Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
73. Carl up, Yeti. Hey, 73. Don't touch.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Eagles 17, Packers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. That'll give them 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd in a couple. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Smash. Here we go. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
On 2nd and 10. Love. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Ready. 52 blue. Ready.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go. Ready.
Going back to Love. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Set, ready. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 40. Slide through. Set, cut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. One score down. Here we go.
Hey,
they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now this thrown deep for Kraft. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A fourth down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes if we're in the second quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
To about the 35, second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Go Silver, ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The 20. Oh, a heck of a touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 49 yards. And the Eagles are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
Packers 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Down. Ready?
They'll start on the ground. Here's Ali. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. 10 black. Set.
Here's Love. Able to find his man, Kraft.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
Yellow, 22.
Now Love. And he is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Well, they need to score and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute. 1st and 10.
Black 40. Set.
Love. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Black Ultra. Here we go. Here we go. Set.
Love looking to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Ready. Hut, hut.
On the give, it's Ali. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And the Eagles season will continue at least 1 more week. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.